If you're sick and tired of your overspending, but you're still doing it, then you have an emotion problem. You are chasing for an emotion. The emotion is a mix of pleasure, happiness, and a sense of self-worth. The sad truth is, you are insecure and unhappy about yourself. You think buying new things will immediately fix your underlying issues that you have. In reality, what you need is journaling and meditation about life. Mindful behaviors are always cures to the issues that you're currently facing in your life. The first step to practice minimalism is by understanding what materialism is and why you engage in overspending behavior. Sometimes you're just attached and addicted to buying things. It's an addiction, but you keep buying it because it's a repeated learning. I used to do this when I was a teenager. I used to work at a Subway where I used to make sandwiches, and I would make about 10 bucks an hour, and I would spend every penny of my paycheck on clothes, food, and unnecessary things I didn't need. I just bought things because I had to use up the money, right? I didn't have to pay rent. I didn't have to pay car insurance. I didn't have to pay car payments. So the money that I earned from my first ever job went to pleasures, went to things that made me feel good. I started to desire more and more things. Desiring for new things is creating suffering within yourself. That's what I realized. Whenever I craved something, whenever I looked at other people and saw that this thing I don't have, it created internal suffering inside myself. The why don't I deserve the thing that other people have? This is a vicious cycle where desiring for new things keeps you unsatisfied. Back in the day, I did this a lot with my shoes. I used to buy shoes all the time because I thought that wearing good shoes was my hobby, and the money that I was earning, I didn't have to pay for anything to live. So naturally, my money went to things that I desired. I also defined my identity based on the things I had than the things I could do. Once upon a time, I used to drive a Mercedes, and it was a nice beauty. But I realized that paying premium gas is not fun, and the workup for the car is not fun. And after switching over to a normal car, like a Honda Accord, made my life infinitely easier. I started to appreciate the simplicity that the car has. Takes me from A to B. This also goes with the brand named clothes that I used to desire one day to have. I'm glad that I didn't buy any brand name clothes because I knew that those clothes wouldn't make me happy and fulfilled at the core after realizing that having expensive cars don't make me happy. We all think that social status depends on the things we have, the amount of things we have, and the value of those things. In fact, I realized that social status depends on the skills you acquire in your lifetime and how valuable of a human you are. Here are some of the actionable steps you can take right now to control your spending and start progressing towards a minimalist lifestyle. Before buying something, you need to ask yourself 3 core questions. The first question is, do I need this? Do you have an absolute need for this thing? You have to start saying, I don't need these shoes, even though they're 50% off. I have enough shoes. The second thing is, are you chasing an emotion? Chasing an emotion like pleasure or satisfaction or happiness is deemed to make you unfulfilled. For example, PS5 was really trendy, and I thought I was missing out. But when I asked myself, am I chasing an emotion with this? And the answer was yes. I was chasing the emotion of not missing out. I wanted to be in a part of this trendy movement. And then I looked at how much time do I actually have. I'm the kind of person that don't ever game. I have a PS4, but I never actually touch it. When you start to ask these questions, you automatically know the answer. Third question is, how much of this item or a product is this worth in my time? If my paycheck is $10 an hour, and if I have a $200 item that I'm looking at a store, that's 20 hours of my time. Are you willing to sacrifice that time? Maybe you're earning $20 an hour, but are you willing to sacrifice 10 hours for that thing? The second step is to assess the value of a product or item. Don't buy anything that you are hesitant about the value that it will provide in your life. It is like risking your money in gambling. You don't always have to get the new gadget or the new video game just because you're missing out. Trying out different things trying out different gadgets, techs, and trendy products is destined to make you broke. And again, PS5 is a great example. If you already have a gaming hobby and if you're passionate about gaming, there's nothing wrong with getting a PS5. But when I look at my life and my journey, am I going to use a PS5? I don't think so. Lastly, weigh experiences more valuable than physical gifts. I'm a person that kind of do not put values on physical gifts, though I like receiving gifts, but I tend to enjoy experiences more than the gifts I receive. I also don't like expecting gifts from people. That creates resentment within yourself. That creates unnecessary suffering, which probably leads to a path of destructive relationships. It's not to say I don't like giving gifts. I love giving gifts when I have the money to, but I really do value the experiences and the emotions I provide to people around me. And this is what I realize. And this is a very important thing and message to take away. Giving can be in a form of a positive emotion or an experience. It always doesn't have to be a physical item. And so this opens up a lot of doors for people. If you're struggling with money right now, or if you are living from paycheck to paycheck, and if you're trying to make a difference in this world, giving is not just giving a gift to someone. Giving is your talents, your perspectives, your opinions, providing people positive emotions, helping them in some way. Those things are very valuable than spending money on something that someone might not enjoy. And so I hope you like this video. I hope this helps you on a path of minimalism, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.